All right, y'all, what's going on? We are back. It has been it's been a few months since we actually got out to ride, at least at some nice trails. We are at Rock Run this weekend for their closing weekend in October. There's not gonna be too many of us. It is cold. It's about 42 degrees right now, a little bit of drizzle, so not great. That being said, I brought my side-by-side and I have my quad, the Grizzly, in the back of the trailer there. As far as the normal crew, is just me this weekend. No Mandy, she stayed home with the kid, and the old man and Ma are somewhere out on the west coast at this point, so they are not going to make it. But we got Herbie here in the Talon, we got Pops in the Razor, Frank's on his way, he should be pulling in any minute on the Grizzly, and then tomorrow Jim will be pulling in. He'll be riding a Z400 this weekend. So that's the crew for this weekend. Like I said, it's chilly. It's Friday now. We're gonna try to get out there and see kind of what's going on with the windmill project they have going on here. They're putting in a whole load of windmills. So see how much they really tore up the trails, or maybe they didn't. And kind of see what those builds are looking like. I saw some cranes coming in. It looks like there might be some cool sights to see along the way. I am just going to camp in the box trailer again this weekend. I did outfit that a little better. We had a old travel trailer, the one we actually had here last year. The floor rotted out, and we were kind of I was tired of fixing floors, so I took about everything out of it I could use, and then sold that and got a new travel trailer. But we have flip down bunks in there now. We have a battery, we have power tongue jack, we have a table, generator, fridge, microwave. I'll show you that a little later in another clip. Pops is in there getting dressed for the day at this point, so I don't want to walk in on him and show all his man parts to YouTube, but we'll show you that a little later. Thinking Frank's gonna pull in here soon, and then we'll get out on the trail. Like I said, I'm gonna be in the side-by-side today, so not sure how much footage I'll get today. It's a little different when you know, you don't have the helmet on and the helmet cam and the microphone and the talking back and forth. So we'll see what we can get, and then tomorrow I'm hoping to get back on the Grizzly. It's supposed to still be, you know, low 50s but sunny, so should be a little nicer tomorrow for riding on a quad. Not having the wind or rain hitting me. So that's that, and we'll see you out there on a trail. Like I said, they're putting in propellers around here. We're crossing over one of the roads now. I think we're getting closer to some blades that are sitting on the ground. It's a pretty crazy thing to see. Those things are massive. So we'll try to get a little closer look for you. So I will say, I come to Rock Run quite often. I've been coming here for 7 or 8 years now. Maybe even 10, probably about 10 years. More than 10 years, wow. But time flies. I know this place pretty well. I am pretty turned around right now. All the new windmill roads and whatnot they're putting in. We're on outer loop at this point, but I don't know what part, because I'm pretty turned around. We're like right underneath the windmills and on the new windmill roads. I mean, they're smooth, don't get me wrong, and actually they've updated Onyx, the map system, pretty darn well to even show the windmill roads already, or wind turbine roads, whatever you want to call them. They have them shown pretty well on there. Oh, there's the 5-bay garage. Okay, my bearings are getting a little better. But yeah, it's definitely different. Oh, looks like we might have some weather coming over there. But it's definitely different. But I'll get back to you on if it's better or worse. We're on outer loop black now, so I'll keep you posted. All right, so we just came down like a cut-through trail. It was quite a mess. It's pretty, they have the main roads blocked off. So it looks like this is a cut-through trail people have been making, but it's pretty sketchy. And it's pretty darn narrow for a side-by-side. But we made it. Oh, I made it. Pops is coming down now. It's pretty damn steep. Definitely not the way we're taking out of here. That's for sure. They're a little wider than I am, and I barely got down through them trees. This last part, very steep. He's on his way. He's coming. That was fun, huh?
Yeah, what? I got hung up there.
I didn't think I was gonna fit.
Well, I knew I wasn't gonna fit.
Yeah.
I had to back up and re-angle myself because I'm wider than most of you.
I know. But, that was rough.
Yeah, I had to put it in four-wheel drive to back up off the tree. Yeah. That front tire was right on the tree. I couldn't go anywhere.
Well, they are making it easy to navigate, man. They have the main road shut down. Yeah, like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, no, I don't want you to do anything. I get it, man.
No, I know. Yeah. This is not supposed to be a trail.
No,
I wouldn't want to go up that. Holy moly.
It might be easier to go up.
Just this part would be tough, though. I wouldn't make it up this part. I don't got mud tires.
And my tires aren't the best either.
Yeah, that would. All right, it's raining now, but we figured we'd come back up here real quick, take a picture, because we just had to go back because Harvey lost the glove. He found it, but we had to go back for a second. So we're back up here by the propellers, or the windmills, whatever the hell you want to, wind turbines, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna turn around real quick. We're gonna take a cool picture, and then we're gonna get on down the trail. We did actually already take a picture, but Herbie fell behind and got lost, so he didn't get in it. So we're gonna take another one. All right, there's another car coming. Get out the way. I got it. Yeah, I see it. Maybe I should have brought my Corolla instead. More side-by-side issues. I put a battery in this a couple months ago, and it's an interstate battery, but I was always leery of it because when I put it on the battery tender, it never goes to full. It always just says charging constantly, never goes full. Most of my machines, I put it on, I hook them up to the tender, and they're full within 5 or 10 seconds. This one's always been just charging, and now I'm out here and I'm getting low voltage. So we are on the windmill roads now. On the main roads, we're gonna head back to camp. Everything's tight. I don't know what's going on. I think maybe it's just a bad battery. Like I said, it's a brand new battery. Everything seems to be charging fine. I think the battery's just not taking a charge. So, because like I said, even with my tender, I can't get it to take a charge. So we're gonna head back to camp. I'm gonna park this thing, and I'll get the Grizzly out, and we'll get you back on the helmet for some more blades. well, turns out none of my audio worked from the GoPro Hero 13 that I had on my helmet. I've had issues with it since I got that camera. Not sure if it's the mic adapter connecting to it or if it's the camera itself. So I'm going to do a couple voiceovers as we go through this footage and just play some music otherwise. This was right at the top of the hill in the main parking lot where they're doing the wind turbines, where the big cranes and all the machinery are. The following day they actually had 3 of those blades up and hanging, so it was pretty cool to watch. This was the last clip from Friday because we were pretty cold and pretty wet. Just wanted to get back to camp, start a fire, put on some dry clothes, cook up some burgers, and get on with the night. This was the next morning, Saturday morning, after Herbie and Pops came back from the hotel. Jim had made it up from Pittsburgh, and Frank got out of his camper, and I actually did not end up spending the night because it went down to the low 30s and I kept blowing breakers and my space heaters would not stay on. I ended up driving home at about 11 p.m. and getting home about 1, and then coming back and getting back at around 9 o'clock in the morning. So it was a long night for me, but I was out there and ready to ride bright and early. Do me a favor and remember this hill. You'll see it from another camera angle in just a bit here. So this trail was rocked in, and shortly after that last clip, I waited for Pops and Herbie for a little while. They never showed up, so I called Herbie, and he said he had rolled his side-by-side a couple times and he was trying to get out of it. So we then tried to backtrack, couldn't make it back up the hill, so we tried to finish out the trail and find him. It took us a little while to find him, but we did find him eventually, and you'll see that here in a sec.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we are loaded up. We are headed out. It actually took a minute to get Herbie's side-by-side onto his trailer because it was not going in a straight line because of how crooked the tire is, how towed in that rear tire is. So, but we did get it loaded up, and I got loaded up. Herb and Pops are headed home. Frank's staying another night. He's gonna ride the toy run tomorrow, and Jim left as well. He headed home because he only came up for the day. Frank was warming his box trailer. He insulated it correctly and had a better heater than I did, so, and half the size of a trailer. So he was warming his. I cannot say the same, which is why I drove home all last night to sleep for 5.5 hours and then come back up. But overall, as far as the wind turbine project, I'm gonna say thumbs up at this point, because I mean, it's good for, I'm not going to get into the politics of it. I don't care. I don't want to discuss that, of wind energy and oil and blah, blah, blah. But I will say that it's good to have the income for the property. And they're doing it right. Like I said earlier, the roads they're putting in, they're letting us on them. Unlike Mountain Ridge, if any of you have been to Mountain Ridge in Central City, PA, you're not allowed on any of the windmill roads. You have to ride right beside them, and it is rocky as hell. It is so rough, so rocky. Most people go on the windmill roads. I follow rules. It's just how I am. But if they continue to let you go on all the haul roads now here, it is so much nicer than it was, because it was rough and rocky here before too. But now that it's all, you know, groomed for the wind turbines, I'll call them. It is so nice. I mean, we went from the furthest end of the park to the closest in about 5 minutes today. I think it was just under 5 minutes, which is fantastic. I mean, that's fantastic. We were cruising 55 miles an hour on the haul roads, as opposed to the normal like 15 to 25, because it's usually so rough. So, like I said, thumbs up there. And they haven't really destroyed the trails too much, which is good, because the trails here are great. And I'd rather them not change too much. There's a couple little differences. Rogue's Path is different. It cuts off. I think one of the wind turbines went like right in the middle of some of the ins and outs, or ups and downs, whatever you want to call them. But like I said, overall, most of the trails are still there, and the windmills or wind turbines are right off of where the old haul roads are, and the haul roads are nicer. So giving it a thumbs up for how they're doing it here, and hope it continues to stay this way. They still have some work to do. I don't know about any of the infrastructure. I don't know if any of the underground stuff's laid down yet. I did see them digging some ditches. Not sure if that'll change anything, hoping it doesn't, if they haven't done that yet, but we will see. We'll see next summer. I mean, with the amount, or next whatever, the amount of progress they've done since I was here last year is pretty astonishing. So I'm sure we'll have a lot of progress by this time next year, if it's even still a work in progress at this point next year. It was amazing. It's a Saturday, so I actually didn't expect them to be working on the wind turbines today, but they got three of the blades up on one windmill. All the blades were laying right on the ground yesterday. We saw them craning and lifting them up, attaching them, 3 blades. They had it done by, I think it was like 1:30. I don't know when they started, but they had it done by 1:30 on a Saturday. So I guess they make quick work of it. If you do it that often, anything can be quick. But very cool stuff. So we're gonna sign off here. I hope we got enough footage for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I can get it up in a decent amount of time. And I'm gonna get running down the road here, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.